Hey, welcome back to the Jeff Heggie Show. We're about to blow the lid off one of the greatest myths in entrepreneurship. You've been told that success is reserved for the lucky, the well-connected, the wealthy, or the ultra-talented. But let me tell you something, it's all a lie. Success isn't about where you come from, who you know, or even what you've been through yourself. It's about knowing the cheat codes. Yeah, the cheat codes. There's proven recipes for success. And if you follow it step by step, you can achieve anything you want. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and share with you how anyone can transform their life and business by following the recipe. I'm here to show you that your background, your resources, or even your doubts don't matter when you have the right system. And here's the kicker. I'm not just going to inspire you. I'm going to make you want to take the next step because once you hear what's possible, you won't settle for anything less than extraordinary. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you know you're meant for more, and if you're ready to learn the cheat codes for success, stick with me. This episode could change everything. So let's dive in. All right, welcome back to the Jeff Hagee Show. So excited to have you here. Today, I want to talk about the cheat codes for success, for life, for business, all of those things. As you know, I'm a business coach. I work with entrepreneurs. I help them to grow their businesses, to find success in their life and in their business, and just success overall. But how does that work from a entrepreneur standpoint? Why would someone hire a coach? Well, I think if you look at it, any of the greats in history, whether it's Michael Jordan, whether it's entrepreneurs, whatever it is, they have mentors and coaches. And that's because there's proven ways to do things. There's proven ways to find success, and coaches can help you do that. A lot of the people that I work with might not necessarily be in the same industries that I've been in, but because of my experiences in businesses and different things that I've done, I can help them. Now, on the other hand, if someone was coming to me because they want to learn piano, I'm not the coach for them. I can't help them learn piano. I don't know how to play piano. I don't have the cheat codes for piano. But myself, I've had a number of mentors, a number of coaches. And what I was thinking about this morning was actually a conversation I had a couple of years ago with one of my coaches, Bart Miller. He was my accountability coach. Amazing guy, amazing successful businessman, and great coach. And we were talking about how to be successful in business, how to be successful in anything. And the thing that he talked about was the need for systems and formats and how to put those things together. And so much of it comes down to our mindset and how we have the mindset to be successful. And the example he gave me said, let's think about a video game. When you're playing a video game, are you really worried about dying or are you worried about getting to the next level? Because we all know when we're playing a video game, we're going to die at some point. And if we do, is that the end of the world? We have to start over without knowing anything? And the answer is no. When we start over, we get to a higher level and we die. Well, when we start that game over, we have that new knowledge, we have that experience that we went through to get to that higher level that'll get us there again. And it makes it easier to get there the next time. So when we have those experiences, whether it's in a video game or a business or whatever we're doing, when we have those experiences, we're not starting over at the same spot. We've learned from the experience we had and it helps us to get to that same level and above that much easier. And if we want to play at a higher level, if you're a gamer, you know there are cheat codes. There are ways that you can get to that next level easier. And so if we know that there's cheat codes out there, there's got to be cheat codes in business, right? So what are the cheat codes in business? In business, what it is you need to find someone that's been to that level that you're trying to get to, someone that already knows how to do it, how to get there. Can you do it without a coach or someone that's going to mentor you on how to do it? Absolutely. But as Dean Graziosi talks about, paying for speed is worth it because if you can get there way faster, you're not going to go through the slow parts of learning how to get there. You can learn that from a mentor or a coach. And so in business, that's what you need to do. You need to find that coach. You need to find that mentor that can help you do that. Now, another example of that is if you're going to cook some brownies, if I came to you and said, "Hey, can you cook some brownies from scratch without any knowledge, without knowing what to put in it, without anything? Can you do that?" Most people are going to say no. There's going to be people that can just whip it up, of course, but most people are going to say no. But what if I gave you a recipe with the exact instructions for you to follow, with the exact ingredients, the order to put them in, all of those things? If you follow that same recipe line by line, you're going to have the same outcome as anyone else, right? And so if you can learn what that recipe is, if you can learn what those cheat codes are, you can find success so much easier than without 'em. I've had a opportunity recently. About 3 years ago, my son introduced me to an entrepreneur out of Park City, Utah. His name's Kenny Anderson, that extremely successful. And I actually didn't know everything he was involved in. I'd read some of his book on leadership. I knew he was a stockbroker in the past. I knew he was doing some real estate, different things like that. About 6 months ago, I was having a conversation with him and said, Kenny, I really don't know your full background. I know you've been an extremely successful entrepreneur, but tell me a little bit about it. And so we got into it, and he shared what he's done for the last 13 years and how he's found success doing it, and found the cheat codes that have allowed him to get to where he is. And the cool part is the team that he's built around in this industry, 4 of the top 10 people in the world are on this team. And what that's allowed him to do is create mentors within this team to help everyone on the team grow. And so it's been an amazing thing to watch. And that gave me the opportunity to say, hey, I want to do this with you. And going in and having mentors like that working with me has been giving me the recipe. If I follow this recipe, I can have the same outcome that they have. And as we build this, those cheat codes are going to allow me to do it quicker than if I were to do it on my own. And so, whatever you're doing, you need to find that mentor, that coach that can give you those cheat codes that will allow you to get there quicker, to go faster, further. And I mean, I said it earlier, if you were wanting to learn piano, you wouldn't come to me. If you're an entrepreneur and want to build a business, we could talk. And if it's the right connection, we could do it. I do a lot of accountability coaching. I'm not starting any new groups, but if you were looking for someone to coach you in accountability, reach out to me. I'm going to connect you with Bart because to me, he's the best accountability coach in the world and the results are amazing. So reach out to me and I can make that connection. But one of the things I would love to share with you, if you're an entrepreneur that wants something more, wants something new, or if you're just someone that's like, I need an extra 500. I need an extra 5,000. I need an extra 10,000 a month, whatever it is, but I need to do that with a side hustle. Reach out to me because I want to give you an opportunity. In fact, I'm going to open it up to 5 people. If you go to jeffhaggie.com/recipe, let's use that one, jeffhaggie.com/recipe. I'm going to allow 5 people to join me where I'm going to go through my regular coaching program. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with Kenny right now. And I'm not going to charge you my coaching fees. And I'm going to do the exact same coaching I do with all the entrepreneurs. And I want to use you with me in this case study to show you how, if you follow this recipe, whether you're doing it as a part-time thing, a full-time thing, but if you follow this recipe, that I learned from Kenny, that I've learned from these other top in the world industry leaders, you will be successful. And if you follow the recipe step by step, you're guaranteed to find success. And not only will I give you that recipe, I will give you the same coaching I do with all of my coaching clients. And that's going to include your accountability. That's going to include your weekly coaching. That's going to include our masterminds, all of those things, because I want to show you that when you follow this recipe, you will be successful. So if you want to try that, go to jeffhaggie.com/recipe. We're going to get going and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Again, whatever you're doing, find that mentor, find that coach. There are cheat codes. There is a recipe for you to follow that will make sure that you find success. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you follow the recipe, you will be successful. Thanks for being with me today. Have a great one.